Sandy City employees, this is Carrie Rugg and Barbara Higgins, and this is the presentation of what you need to know about the hybrid PTO plan. Facts on PTO. Employees will still only be allowed to carry over 320 hours at the end of the year. Employees can choose to be paid out a portion of their PTO once a year at 2-to-1 or 50 cents on the dollar. Employees will be allowed to receive a payout for PTO hours up to 100 hours for any amount over 200. There must be a remaining balance of a minimum of 200 hours after that payout. 40 hours is the minimum amount that can be paid out, not to exceed 100 hours. Payout can be cash, taxed, or contributed to a 401k, 457, Roth IRA, or HSA. Only one of these can be selected. PTO still needs to be approved in advance unless it is an emergency, for example, the employee is sick. Payout will take place the last quarter of the year. Here is a chart that shows the new accrual rates per pay period. On the first side, it shows 0 to 5 years. The accrual rate is 6.7 hours for those employees. 6 to 10 years, 8.3 hours, and 11 plus years is 10 hours per pay period. The next column shows the yearly equivalent, and the payout cap is 100 hours per year, no matter how many years you've been here. The maximum carryover is 320 hours, and your short-term medical leave accrual will be 40 hours per year. The short-term medical leave cap is at 480 hours. Short-term medical leave will begin starting after 80 hours of PTO along with FMLA. This includes caring for family members. Employees will be able to carry their sick time balances into the short-term medical leave bank.
Now we will go on to facts on short-term medical leave. Short-term medical leave may be accessed starting after using 80 hours of PTO. If there is a second qualifying event within 12 months of the first event, only 40 hours of PTO will need to be used before being able to use short-term medical leave. It may only be used for a qualifying medical event based on the criteria outlined by FMLA. Short-term medical leave, or STML, may only be used until FMLA leave has been exhausted, approved for long-term disability, or ADA accommodations have ended. Short-term medical leave must be accompanied with medical documentation and submitted to Human Resources for approval. Employees will receive 40 hours of short-term medical leave, or STML, each year. This will cap at 480 hours. All sick leave banks will be frozen at current balances, and those will convert to short-term medical leave, or STML. Employees who currently have more than 480 hours will be allowed to convert their total balance of sick time to STML. Employees will be allowed to use their PTO or short-term medical leave as needed for sick or injured family members that meet the qualifications previously stated. Historically, 48 hours of sick has been the limit. This would no longer be the case. RHS accounts will freeze for employees to be used upon separation. The city will no longer be making an RHS contribution. All retirement-eligible employees with 20 years of service with the city can stay on the city's medical insurance for up to 5 years. The employee will be responsible for paying the premium. So what happens next? There will be an employee survey to gather employee feedback before a final decision is made. If you still have questions, please reach out to your department representative listed below or a member of HR. Thank you for your time.